Hey everybody, what's up? This is Bob Carpenter from DJ Sales and Marketing, and this is the Event Minimum Mark II. And the reason why I'm doing the revenge or the follow-up is because I had a number of questions about it. And I'm going to address it in 3 points. The first one is, someone said, why should I discount my Fridays and Sundays? I work just as hard on those days as I do my Saturday. That's not what the Event Minimum is about at all. All I'm saying is your Saturdays are going to be the ones that are most in demand. So if someone contacts you from a prime Saturday, why would you go out for your lowest package? All I'm saying is, if someone's calling you a year or 18 months out, um, you know, find out what they want first. Find out if they're just looking for DJ service. If they're just looking for DJ service, you may want to, hand them off to maybe your second DJ, or maybe you have other DJs you work with, or you're going to subcontract them, whatever it happens to be. All I'm saying is, if you're the owner of the company, why take the smallest event that comes in first? Maximize a party. Have an event minimum for that day. Maybe the event minimum consists of you and one production element, or for me it's usually 2 or 3 production elements. And but as time gets closer, maybe it's 6 months out, maybe you reduce your event minimum. So that's all I'm saying. Hopefully that addresses the first part. The second part, I created a monster out of a few people, and I want them, instead of jumping off the cliff, just take a couple steps back and take a few breaths. My friend Don, he sent me over a letter, and he wanted me to take a look at it. It was his first letter about the event minimum to his client, and this is just the small part of it. But he writes the prospective client. He says, as far as pricing goes, I do not do packages. I do event minimums, which is fine. But the thing is that when a client first contacts you, you don't want to hit them with event minimums right off the bat. And the reason why you don't is because you don't know what that client wants, and you don't want to turn them off. The first thing you want to do is say, hi, my name is Don, and I am available for your wedding date. Thank you so much for filling out the contact information on my website. I know you must be curious as to pricing. I know you're probably asking yourself, how much do I cost? And what you want to do is just put a starting price, just to give them an idea. If someone isn't looking to spend that much, they're not going to contact you again. But if someone's looking to spend your rate, they are going to contact you. Now, after they contact you, after they write back, oh, hi Don, I see your prices start at $16.95. Then they're going to ask you, about the other services that you offer. But maybe they say to you, all we're looking for is a DJ. Then you say, well, this is what's available. I personally handle the events that start at this package, but we do have DJs that start at that package. So please don't turn your clients off right from the get-go. Establish communication first. Now, last but certainly not least is my critics. And the critics go something like this. Why are you being so greedy? People deserve an affordable event. And, if all you're doing when you say something like that is assuming everybody is looking for an affordable event. Not everybody is looking for an affordable event, believe it or not. And I know all of us, every email that we all get is how much. But just because a person asks you how much doesn't mean that they're on a budget. Well, we're all on a budget, but doesn't mean that they're looking for the cheapest option. Someone who walks into a Lamborghini dealer and they look at the Lamborghini, they want to know how much the Lamborghini is. Even millionaires are going to ask you how much. But I want to sum it up in a short story. And that story is this. Anybody who's a friend of mine and was watching me this past Saturday, I did a 50th birthday party in a backyard. What's your initial reaction? You're thinking to yourself, 50th birthday party? They can't be thinking about spending much money. And if you think like that, um, then you would be misjudging this person, because if you saw my video, you saw that they had an LED dance floor, they had intelligent lighting, they got we brought in a lounge furniture, we had acrylic tables, we had full ballroom lighting, and we did a motion monogram. And of course, they had a big, beautiful tent that was there that day. And just to get through the whole thought process of this client, later on in the evening, towards the end of the night, everybody gathered around, and there was some toast, there was a couple roasts, but she wanted to thank everybody, so she took the microphone, and to sum up the whole thing, of course she said, "I love all of you. Thank you for coming." Everybody was hooting and hollering and screaming, and she goes, "I think all of you realize that those of you who are here, you all know me. You know my philosophy in life: go big or go home." Which is kind of funny, because that's my philosophy too, and you might have seen me post that on Facebook a couple weeks ago while we were loading our truck: go big or go home. And that's how some people think. And a matter of fact, we're doing a bar mitzvah next year. It's a $150,000 bar mitzvah. And not that they're spending all that money with us, of course not. But I mean, we're just a tiny, tiny fraction of that. But some people like to celebrate life. None of us make it out of life alive, and it's not all about money, And so hopefully that addresses some of my critics, and hopefully you don't always think small. But lastly, one last thing I want you to think about is, someone once said to me, "Delegate or suffocate," and I could not agree more, because we can't do it all ourselves. So when a client contacts you for DJ uplighting a photo booth, just a small production or whatever, it doesn't mean you have to do it all yourself. You want to bring in people. You want to have reliable people, good quality people. You don't want to be calling up all the time and finding the cheapest person to work with you. You want to have reliable staff. And in order to do that, do you want to pay them minimum wage? I don't like to pay people minimum wage. I want to pay them more, because I want them to be there for me. I want them to appreciate working for me. I want them to be happy. And I have a big studio here. I have people that work video, and these things cost money. And people that hire us realize that. They realize that you have a video editing team, a photographer team, an editing staff, production crew. And if you're handling it all the time, you have the potential of hurting yourself. And you've got insurances, you've got gas, electricity, you've got transportation. So guys, think big or go home. So I'll leave you with that. So thanks everybody for paying attention. Again, this is Bob Carpenter from DJ Event Sales and Marketing. And that's it. Take care, bye. Bye-bye.